Howdy ho, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal Van Dweller. Yeah, I'm back, and I'm not done because I got some mega Dasters for you. It's our first annual DAS Championship for Classic Tetris Monthly, and we are into our top 32. We got 2 matches for you tonight, and we are going to determine one of our top 8 players. Is that right? Top 8? Yeah, that is what's happening. So take a look over at the lavender bracket. That's the 4th one down on the left. It's going to be Pkric versus Avgeek. And Elias is already through on the mustard side. So the winner of Pkric versus Avgeek will take on Elias right now, or right after, in the top 16 to determine a top 8 player. So it's either going to be Elias, Pkric, or Avgeek. That's what we're doing. Okay, good. Yes. Good. Take a look at the rules. Yes, players. This is a 64-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game can experience and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no turbo functions or big buttons used. And definitely no mechanical turbo, electronical turbo, and certainly no biological turbo. These matches are going to be best of 3 until we get to the top 8. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets re-rolled, not incremented. Hertz and input display. Turn those on. 1 game per mind. Wait, 1 mind per game. There it is. 1 mind per game. So do not get any in-game advice. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. Heed the spirit of DAS. It's a DAS tournament, my people. So heed the spirit of DAS and play DAS. Press and hold. You can do a DAS movement. I mean, a quick tap at the end of a DAS movement. That's it. Middle of the board tap. You're not but worried about it. But those 4 and 5 columns, this better be on point. We're gonna have to have a conversation. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Assume your game will count because it might. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $2,680.70. Prize pools are funded 100% by you, the fans. So if you are a fan or a viewer, it all comes down to you. This is our annual championship. We've already exceeded all of our monthly prize pools, but we're looking to go a little bit beyond that. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Masterino command. While you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube, that'll bring up some links. I will do the first one for you. The one that says Mega Dasters, that is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Masterino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can do it with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. It's easy and fun. Once you're logged in, click on that contribute button and contribute to the prize pool. Let's get unstuck and take this thing to the limit. All right, that's the prize pool. Oh, if you're watching after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/dasprize to go to the link. Okay, good. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going. It's important to be able to look ahead into the future and go, oh yeah, we can keep going. We're solvent-ish. And we can sort of do that right now-ish. So if you want to make it a little better than ish, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. If you don't like Patreon, that's fine. We got other ways to support us. Use the support command. I'm putting it in right now. Like if you wanted to make a recurring contribution, you can do it via PayPal. The link is there in the chat. And it might even be in the description. Is it? I don't remember. I should probably put all that in there. Okay, Scott, great Jay in the window, Kane, Taki, Corporal Shao, Detroit, and Kim, Member, Potato Cat, Good Java, DJ, Zoni Jr., everybody else on this live, thank you so much for your support. If you're watching on YouTube, you've got super chat, super sticker, super thanks, super comments, super this, super that. Channel memberships, there it is. Gift channel memberships, and all that. Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, you got gift subs. If you're an Amazon Prime member with a connected account, you got an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subscription that you will lose if you don't use it this month. So use it, don't lose it, and use it on us. Thank you very much. Wow, I feel like I got through all that very quickly. I guess I'm tired and I just want to take a nap. We're going to ton of Tetris tomorrow too, bunch of mega Dasters. I've also had a ton of caffeine. All right, well, I'm going to flop on over to our game scene. We'll go ahead and adjust the players' cameras, get them all situated, feel good. Whoa. All right. You're taking a nap right now? Nice. All right, players, you can still take a minute or two to warm up. Or if you're ready for pieces, you can just stare blankly at the thing while sitting on the menu. That's fine too. All right, that's Avgeek staring blankly. Wants the pieces. All right. There you go. Here are the pieces. C9A822. Charlie 9 Alpha 822. What am I drinking right now? HEB0 Original Cola. You know it's getting bad when I'm drinking generic cola, guys. The seeds are flipped. What do you mean the seeds are flipped? What does that mean? I don't know what you mean. I thought on the other screen you had it as 9. The other screen. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. It's last month. I don't know what you mean, man. 9 versus 41. Those are the seeds. Imagine, error, you were wrong on the internet. Imagine. Well, you are banned for being wrong. All right, well, it looks like both players are ready. They just want to get this over with, and I'm okay with that. Let's check seeds, C9A822, yes. Both players are ready. This is a top 32 match between Peak and Avgeek. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Peak qualified into seed number 9. And in virtue of that top 16 seed, he got an automatic bye into the round of 32. Excuse me. So this is the first match that Peak has had to play in this tournament so far. Peak qualled in with a 1.066 1066 historical date qualifier. Called in, yeah, with a 1.066. That was the average of his best 3 games played in a 75-minute championship qualifier. It's got a PB of 1.2 million and is ranked number 19 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. You've seen Peak recently at the Space City Regional in both the Open and DAS tournaments, also in the one-day tournament. Stupid Tetris Monthly No Next Box Tournament. Pkric is a one-time gold bracket player for CTWC. That was in 2021, the second online year. Also played in the silver bracket in 20 and 22 and finished in the top 4 in 2022. Went out to the eventual winner of that tournament, the Asian. Pkric is one of the few players to have played in all our Mega Masters tourneys, including going back to 2022, and it was just 32 players. And now, of course, playing in Mega Dasters. And, Pkric is, one of the most important people over at Classic Tetris League, managing YouTube channel, restreamer, all that kind of stuff. So Pkric, a foundational member of the Classic Tetris community. And, of course, who could forget Pkric's runner-up match against Leo in CT Das Real Tournament 2. I'll never forget. No, that's a big deal. Those are big deal tournaments, actually. But anyway, good job. On the right side, it's Avgeek seed number 41. Avgeek qualified in with a 927,000. Has a PB of 1.26 million. And is ranked number 12 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. Find all the rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. 290 for Avgeek, 258 for Pkric. Pkric and Geek. Avgeek is fresh off a top 4 finish in the Jonas Cup just last weekend. Also was on the semifinal team in the team relay event at Jonas Cup. Partnered up with Maddie. Won the North Carolina Regional last month, just 4 weeks ago. So played in Space City Regional, DAS, and Open. Is a one-time CTWC gold bracket player. Avgeek made her debut in that gold bracket this year. Went out against Dylan. No, that's not a bad way to go. Dylan is cracked, as we all know. So yeah, top 4 Jonas Cup for Avgeek this year, and top 7 last year. Went out in Jonas Cup against Pixelandy and Fractal in those years. It really just takes a Jonas Cup winner to knock Avgeek out of a huge DAS tournament. Avgeek, also a former Hopeful Circuit winner back in July of 24. Played in Mega Masters for the first time this year. And also went out against Dylan, which is pretty crazy. So CTWC Gold and Mega Masters debut went out against Dylan both times. Nuts. 393 for Pkric, 462 for Avgeek. So a little rivalry here brewing with Dylan. You also seen Avgeek at Lone Star in 2022. There you go. Players of Tetris. Yeah, it is kind of nuts, isn't it, Maddie? There you go. Maddie's in chat. 440 for Pkric, 508 for Avgeek. These are going to be best of 5. It's a DAS tournament, so players are playing DAS, the press and hold play style. In just a few lines, we will hit level 19. That speed is going to increase by 50%, just like it did here for Pkric. 467 entry for Pkric. And a 557 entry for Avgeek. The value of line clears will go up every 10 lines. The colors are going to change every 10 lines. All right, little triple there for Pkric. Tetris for Avgeek 609. Oh, and Pkric not going to be able to continue. That is a top out, and Avgeek is good. In game number 1, All right, the pieces are here. 5C, 5B, 4A. 5 Charlie, 5 Bravo, 4 Alpha. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that long day. I did all the streaming, went to the grocery store, cleaned the outside of my shower today. And actually the inside. The shower glass, you know, getting that, those hard water stains off the glass, man. It's tough. So I was working on that today. 5C, 5B, 4A. Good. All right. Looks like both players are ready for game number 2. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Chen says, long day for me. Went out, got chicken teriyaki. That sounds like a tough day. I think the streams are a little delayed. We'll refresh once we start the next game of this match. All right, Das head shake there for Avgeek. And there we go. First Tetris on the board for the match. Avgeek gets another one. Peak waiting out the bars, takes a skim, gets a Tetris. We call that a skim and a Tetris. Tetris Avgeek 77,000, 80,000 for Peak. Yeah, like I'm really trying to get those hard water stains off the glass, and it seems like it's embedded. Like there's nothing I can do, and I've tried. You know, I've brought an increasingly severe set of weapons to attack those hard water stains. But they're still there, very faintly. Like the main ones are gone, but there's like a little faint trace of it, and I don't know what to do. $188 for Peak, $219 for Avgeek. Did I ask ChatGPT about the stains? No, I didn't. I know the various strategies. I guess I should ask, but what's up, Sharky? You know, I started out, using various cleansers there, different cleansers. The Barkeeper's Friend More Spray, that's what I used. Started with Scrub Daddy. And then you got to go very light, right? This is going to sound bad, but Magic Eraser, but just very light, not enough to scratch. And then quadruple zero Steel Wool. You just go very lightly, make sure it's lubricated with cleanser. I got rid of a lot of it, but there's still this faint stains, and I wonder if they're just like embedded in the glass now. I don't know if that's even possible. They're laminated in the glass. I guess I'll try steam cleaner next, but Anyway, people are pretty excited about me cleaning my shower. Tetris for Peak 307, 371 for Avgeek. I've been doing a deep clean of the bathroom this week. Like deep clean, like literally everything pulled out of the bathroom, everything wiped down, everything cleaned, sanitized. You gotta have a good bathroom, right? All right, good flat little burn there for Avgeek, 399, 355 for Peak. Tetris Peak 401, ahead by 8 to 10 lines, though. And behind by a Tetris. $435 Peak, 471 Avgeek. And apparently level 19 is not preferred by that. Let me go ahead and refresh. Go ahead and keep playing, players. Make sure you are still playing. It may come back. We're going to refresh. And it did come back, so we're good. 474 for Peak, 523 for Avgeek. Do you have grout in the bathroom? Zep is great for cleaning grouts. I didn't have to use that. I just used the Barkeeper's Friend More spray and it was fine. The grout wasn't a big problem. $483 for Peak, 605 for Avgeek. Avgeek, this is Peak, this is a really tough board, so we'll see what he can do. Really just gonna have to get the pieces, and that is gonna be a top out. Peak is like said, nope, not gonna happen. He knew it was about to top out, so Avgeek, you are good in game number 2. So we will go ahead and put... Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he was going to get out of that one. Let me refresh this individual and the other individual. Sue, hey, Sue. I left my door open by accident. Close my door. All right. Thanks, Sue. All right, seeds are in chat. Tommy Gorlami, welcome back to chat. There are 2 boys and 3 dogs that piss all over my grout. I just love cleaning piss out of grout. Tommy, sounds rough. But on the other hand, you got 2 boys and 3 dogs, so that's not too bad. Could be worse. Yeah, CLR. I was thinking about CLR and then like soaking paper towels in the CLR and then just, you know, putting that and letting it sit on there for a long time. That was what I was going to do. All right, just need a ready from Peak and we can begin. And as soon as we're ready, we'll be ready. He's ready. Okay, let's go ahead and get him started. Game number 3, Peak versus Avgeek, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $45,000 Avgeek, $24,000 for Peak. I did not have to use the any grout cleaner. It all came out very easily because I have this Ryobi like drill brush essentially. It's really good. Makes cleaning that wall and the floor of the shower amazing. Tetris says, "What is grout, and why are we peeing in it?" You're asking the real questions there, Tetris. 168 for Peak, 125 for Avgeek. Welcome in 52 Cannon. 214 Peak through 43. Good early pace. Simul Tetris, but not Simul Scorers. About an 83,000 point lead for Peak right now. And the only thing left for me to do in the bathroom is the floor. Well, I already got part of the floor though. Even did the walls. Washed the walls. Crazy. I even pulled off the vent and vacuumed out the vent and Dawn power washed the vent cover. Imagine that. It's fall cleaning time, so I'm gonna move on to the kitchen next. This is very exciting. You're imagining it now. It's incredible. I know. It's a good bathroom now. It was a little yikes before, but now it's like company could use it now. 397 Peak, 363 for Avgeek. Pics or my bathroom isn't clean. All right, once I clean the floor, I'll take pics and I'll post them for you. Tetris Peak 467, 436 for Avgeek. Like I took every little item out of the bathroom and nothing went back in without being wiped down and cleaned off. Like even like every little thing, even products. Like, yep, get the dust. No, nothing bad in there. It's amazing. Like I could sleep in there now if I wanted to. I don't want to. Tetris Peak 558. 2 more Tetrises available for Peak if he can muster them. We'll see. That's going to be a good J piece. There's a square. That'll help. Long bar in. Tetris. See if he can get one more. That would give him a 600K transition. He gets him. If he can get the bar, and does. So 606 for Peak into 19. And a clean entry as well. Avgeek 553. And there's a Tetris into 19 at 577. All right, Peak is set up and Tetrising 653. 590 for Avgeek on 20, but starting to high center a little. We'll see if this is survivable. A bar would really, really help right now. That left side, this could be fatal. And it is going to be fatal, and Peak is going to take game number 3. Pieces are here when you're ready, players. I'm running an ad. Someone told me to run an ad between every game, so I guess I should. I mean, why am I so bashful about it, right? Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I just got to get CLR. I don't like CLR. It's never, anytime I've gotten it, it just hasn't lived up to the promise of CLR, but I'll try it. It's a pride thing now. I mean, you can't even see him. You can only see the things if you go right up to the glass and look. But you can totally see through the thing otherwise. It's just a little slightly cloudy, you know. So I guess I'll try. I'll give CLR one last chance. 3F7DBD. And now, you know, now that it's like deep clean, I don't even want to use the bathroom, but like I want to go like use Sue's bathroom, mess that one up. 3F7DBD, these are the pieces in your neighborhood. Nobody pinned him, that's why. All right, they're pinned. There you go. All right, looks like we are ready and seated up. Game number 4, Peak looking to tie it up right now. Forza deciding game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Will there ever be best of 7 in the tournament? Yeah, once we get to the top 8, we're going to do best of 7. You're sad that Peak plays for USA? Well, when I go, let me look, unless it's been changed. When I go into, well, actually it should be profile, right? What's up, Elias? Yeah, it says United States. You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't decide for someone. $124 for Avgeek, 119 for Peak. You know, people are, you know, they seem to be very flexible about, like, you know, for example, Kingsman, you know, oh, I'm from the US, and then when there's a LATAM tournament, oh, I'm from Ecuador. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. So can I play in the France tournament? Top 8 will be best of 7. Yes. All right, 180 for Peak. Still digging. 191 for Avgeek. Sharky says, so win my next match and then I'm top 8. That's what Sharky asks. Mega Dasters and... That's right, Sharky. If you win against either Wallband or Merker, you'll be in the top 8. $235 for Peak, $283 for Avgeek. Tetris Peak, Tetris Geek. Oh, I hear Sue is sharpening a knife. Should I be worried? These players have played in Das Masters in the past. There's a little S. Ooh, tuck there for Peak. Always scary to do those top of the stack tucks, kind of. But then again, the tuck was in the direction that you kind of wanted to be able to press and hold and maintain Das, so not the worst. But yeah, these players have played twice before, both this year in Das Masters. Peak took the January match 3-2. Avgeek took the August match 3-1. So they have split in this event. Tetris Peak 410, 426 for Avgeek. And needed L's and J's, but didn't get them in time, so some holes on the board. It's going to allow Peak to get into a real-time lead. But a little bit droughted here for Peak. And both of them, really, but Peak's got the open well. And Peak gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Don't want to spoil bars, so you got to delay a little bit, you know? So the other player can't hear that a bar's coming. And there's the bar for Avgeek 463. Peak is in at 480 something, 512 now. Avgeek wants that Tetris into 19 and will get it. 488 for Avgeek. So they're basically tied pace-wise. They had the same score at basically the same line count. Tetris, Avgeek 538. Winner of this will take on Elias from the mustard bracket to botanical colors. I wonder if that was on purpose. And Puppy Heart did the colors, right? Tetris Peak 620 for Avgeek, but they're 10 lines apart. Why is that noise? That noise is so annoying. I gotta figure that out. Tetris Avgeek 686, 683 for Peak. Oh, this could be a top-up for Avgeek, and it is going to be. And that's a Tetris for Peak, and Peak has tied it up, and we are headed to a deciding game number 5. Avgeek, of course, making it into this. Oh, wait, I should run the ad. Should I run the ad? Nah, I won't run it this time. I got to do it right when the game ends. E90A44. I got to do it right when it ends. But yeah, Avgeek made it seed number 41, so I had to play all the way in round 1. What is it? E90A44? E90A44. Okay. This is it. Decider time. The winner of this single solitary game will win this match. Move on to the round of 16 to take on Elias in 3-2-1 Tetris. But yeah, Avgeek had to start in round 1. Defeated Longboy. And then Gold. Username Gold. So not easy. Not easy. So, decider time. Tetris for Peak, Tetris for Avgeek. All right, Peak kind of piled high on that left side, so gets a Tetris, knocks us down. Game number 5 underway here. About 2/3 Tetris lead for Avgeek. Not anymore. Peak gonna take that lead now. Still early on. 130 lines is where that 19 kicks in, and then 230 lines where 29 kicks in, and then the end. A skimming of Tetris for Peak, 197. Geek looking for a bar for that column 3 hole, fills it in. Now Tetris ready. Wallbant is here. Welcome, Wallbant. Jungle Cook over on YouTube. Welcome. Mr. Burrow hanging out. Drunken Eye. Welcome, YouTubers. It's very warm in here. Looking forward to getting that AC back. I am not going to lie. I know you thought I was going to lie about it, but I got to tell you the truth. Looking forward to that AC. 270 Avgeek, 294 for Peak. The Pogbone vid is out. Yes, I saw it. Oh my God, crazy. A piece of tape. You got a piece of tape. And do some stuff with it. And you got a Pogbone. Now, did anyone in chat, were they at Jonas Cup and you know, we need independent verification. Did anybody use Wallband's controller and be like, this is great. Oh, perfect clear for Peak, 410. Anime Avatar says, hey, Vandy, hey, chat. Fun to see some live Dasters action. Thank you, Anime Avatar. Quick taps on Pogbone are free, says Blue Scooty. Sharky says, I tried it. Pretty solid. All right, Sharky believes. Wallband, you're going to have to go into production on an improved Dogbone controller. It does feel pretty good. I mean, really, just like a piece of tape, just a little ringly-dingly piece of tape there. Feels that much better. Tetris Avgeek 443, 531 for Peak. And, you know, these DAS deciders are pretty tight, you know. It's like DAS already such a difficult, punishing play style. Not, you know, not something to do if, you know, one little mess up is going to tilt you. DAS is not that. Very little ability to recover. So these deciders always feel just very tight to me. 582 entry for Peak into 19. Avgeek has an open well and a long bar goes down. Tetris 519. Transition for Avgeek. You almost bought a Dogbone at PRGE, but the cord was mangled. All right, Peak's got holes in the stack, and now is kind of all in on a long bar. The long bar comes, it barely gets over. So can he dig this out? He's got a nearly 100,000 point lead. Avgeek's board not great right now either. Deep shock. But now it is good. Blocks the well. 586 Avgeek, 654 for Peak. Trying to tough this out. Great square for the left, flat, long bar, good. Oh, overshift with the S piece. That could be fatal unless he can do something on that left side with quick taps. That is going to be a top out for Peak, 661. Tetris for Avgeek, 646. The target is 662. And you can see just one little misdrop can spell doom for the whole thing, and that is how punishing DAS is. Avgeek knows the situation now. They're taking these burns. Knows she doesn't have to get it all at once. And there is a double, and Avgeek is going to move on, and that was a decider for DAS. I mean, that is how those things go. So GG's players, it is going to be Avgeek moving on to play Elias. Peak, you played great. It does probably not feel the best to be one and done, but you played well. And you made it into the round of 32. Avgeek seed 41, moving on. 3 games to 2. Let me run an ad real quick while we report. Ad. And we'll set up Elias. So 3-2. Yeah, seed upset, but overall pretty close game. I mean, both players are very, very good. So, but a seed upset. All right, the ads are running. Let me see. Number 9, goodbye. Right, we want to say goodbye to 9. And hello to 8. Where's 8? There's 8. There we go. We'll refresh both our things. I am going to take a moment if y'all don't mind. Well, even if you do mind, I'm still going to do it. All right, Elias, are you able to point the camera up a little bit? Because we just have, like, I think we just have half your face. And I don't mind. We have to cut off the hands. Is that possible? It just looks a little creepy the way it's hitting. If it's not possible, it's fine. One more little nudge. That's good. That's good. That's perfect. Thank you. All right, players, take a minute to warm up. I will be right back. Let me just reset this real quick. 3-2 round of 16, right? Yeah, let's see. Top 32, goodbye. All right, I will be back, so just give me a moment, players. Thank you. All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate that. I am back. Link to music. You want link to music? Just exclamation point music. Here, I'll do it. This is from the Eye of the Storm album. I was at the post office today and saw that they have SpongeBob stamps. Does that mean he's dead? Because you can't be on a stamp unless you're dead. Until the current administration overturns that as well, I'm sure. All right, let's see. 070328. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I'm a little cranky. Okay, maybe it's all the fumes from the cleaning stuff. All right, looks like both players are on seed. They're both ready. Let's get them started. Top 16. The winner goes to the top 8. Elias versus Avgeek in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yep, all the ducks on stamps are dead. Those are dead ducks. All right, we are underway. It's Elias. It's Avgeek. It's gonna be a good matchup. On the left side of your screen, it is Elias, who qualified into seed number 8 with a 1.07 million. That was the average of his best 3 DAS games played in a 75-minute qualifying period. He's got an overall PB of 1.31 million. Elias, Ecuador. Not Canada Wallband, Ecuador. Elias also ranked number 15 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. And yeah, that 1.3 PB, that is 9th on the DAS PB leaderboard. So I think it's only like 10 or 11 or 12 people now that have a 1.3 million with DAS. You know, I'll get that someday. I got to get the 1 million first. I can't imagine... Like, I'm still struggling to get 1 million, but then I'm going to have to get 300,000 more than that. Wait, stamps are 78 cents now? Holy shnikes. Are you serious? God. Wow. That's wild. Anyway, Elias. How do we know Elias? Well, we know him from what? We know him from playing in DAS Masters. How many times? Eight times in the monthlies. And now here in Mega Dasters for 9th overall DAS Masters Series appearance. He's finished as high as the top 8, which he's done 4 times. So he's looking to get back into that top 8. He's also played in... He played in Mega Masters this year. Had a crazy match with DAS. You got to go find that Elias match. And he also played in the June Masters event as a DAS player. Got into the June top 32 of Masters, which is totally bonkers to me. Elias has also played a bunch in Classic Tetris League. Tetris Friendlies, DAS Champions League. All the LATAM tournaments like LATAM Copados. Won a community tier 2 back in March of 24. And it's the top 15th ranked DAS player on the Premier poll, premierpoll.com for the full rankings, Premier with an E. On the right side, Avgeek, seed number 41. Avgeek started off in round 1, defeated Longboy, Username Gold, and Peak to get here to the round of 16. And now has a shot to get into that top 8 starting in round 1. That's pretty tough. The winner of this match will take on Bendy, by the way. Anyway, Avgeek, a pilot, a transportation enthusiast. I would say I have an interest in that stuff, but not an active interest. But like whenever I see planes and especially trains, like I love all that stuff. But I don't make an effort to. I just kind of if I look, you know, like I like trains. But anyway, Avgeek fresh off an appearance in Jonas Cup, got in the top 4, also top 4 along with Maddie in the team relay event. Took CTWC North Carolina regional a month ago. Was top 4 in Das Masters in August. Has been a runner-up in the monthly Das Masters. That one is in March of 25. Last year's Jonas Cup was 7th. And made her debut both in CTWC Gold and in Mega Masters this year. But otherwise, a bunch of appearances in silver and bronze in CTWC, finishing as high as 4th in silver in 24. .512 entry into 19 for Avgeek. .520 for Elias, so slight lead for Elias at the 19 entry. Nope, Bendy has been activated. Tetris for Elias, .550. All right, Whoops with a complex question about the Dodgers. So I will answer that when we get to the 18 phase of the next game. .615 for Elias, .544 for Avgeek. Also, yeah, I guess World Series is on, right? Starting now. So as soon as this is over, I'm going to be jumping on World Series. The whole world. .625 for Elias, .558 for Avgeek. Tetris Elias, .659, .562 Avgeek. So, yeah, I mean, nearly 100,000 point lead for Elias right now. Long bar Tetris over, just barely over. Elias scraping the top of that column 9. All right, triple for Elias, trying to bring this down, keep it down. So yeah, Elias going to miss that spin tuck of the Z. That's going to slow him down a bit. It's going to allow maybe Avgeek the opportunity to cut the lead a little bit. .794 Elias, .686 for Avgeek. Level 28. Avgeek has got a Tetris out. That misshift is not going to do her any favors. So Elias also waiting on a bar here. And yeah, getting droughted toward the end. Both players are, and that kills them both. And Elias is raging, but he's won. He's raging, but he won. He's so mad, but he won the thing. All right, well, Elias, you have taken game number 1. I will give you these pieces. I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes I think players forget, like, yeah, if you're getting droughted, so is your opponent, so they can't catch up to you. Cameras are delayed. I'll refresh. Let me refresh them both. What is it? 6, and then I have you on slot 3, right? You don't know. How would you know? And then, yeah, I think you're on slot 3. Oh, it's on your end? Oh, Got it. Well, it doesn't hurt to refresh. All right, the seeds are in chat. There's a big long... See, whoops, this is the kind of thing you pay for a super chat, but all right. Vandy, I just looked, and the Dodgers' deferred payments for the next 20 years are just over $1 billion. Does that kind of contract shenanigans not bother you, given that the vast majority of teams in smaller markets simply cannot keep up? And that's separate from the Steve Ballmer-type faux job payments, which the Dodgers are also subject to an investigation for, though as far as I know, no definitive reports have been issued yet. No, none of that bothers me at all. Nope, it doesn't. It's all according to the rules. And all the owners know in there going into it, and that those are the kind of things that are allowed. And I don't care when some teams outspend other teams. Like, yeah. I mean, if you're a fan base of... Anyway, all right. 3-2-1 Tetris, game number 2. Yeah, I'm not mad when some teams outspend other teams. I don't care how they structure their contracts. That's up to them. And if you have a fan of a team that has an owner that is not willing to, pay, then that's sad for you. And, team loyalty, it's actually something that you can change, right? Say, oh, I was born here, so I must be a fan of this team. No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You can say, oh, this team is run incompetently. I don't like incompetence. I don't like them anymore. You can do that. You can make that decision. You can say, I like the sport. I'm just going to start watching some other teams and see who I like. And you can root for a totally different team than where you were born. It's totally possible. But yeah, I mean, if it's according to the rules and people are doing it, then yeah, that's good. If you want to say, well, MLB should change their rules, I don't know. I'm not a finance guy. I don't know anything about business and what it takes to run a league like that. I can barely run the league that I run. Jungle Cook says the Tigers just won't spend the money and are wasting Tarek Skubal's years there. Yeah, I do think there is it's a balance though, because if you say, oh, well, we should give the players the ability to get out of those situations, then the fans complain that, oh, well, yeah, we never get the good players because we're getting outspent and players are leaving. But then if you tether the player to your team for 6 years, then, oh, we're wasting the years. So the real thing is if you are a fan of the team and you remain a fan of the team, then don't buy the merch. Don't, express your displeasure. Call into sports radio. Write letters and say, hey, I'm a fan of your team, but you're making it really hard because you suck. And also, yeah, they maybe have a long-term thing. I don't know what their plan is. It's hard to, it's really hard to armchair these things as a fan. We as fans are very stupid. And we always think we know what trades they should make and who they should sign and how much they should spend. And it's easy to spend other people's money. But on the other hand, if you're a fan, you want your ownership to spend, money on players and win, right? I get it. But then again, you just don't have to be a fan of a team. So, fans are very stupid. And including me. 339 for Avgeek. There's a triple. 319 for Elias. I mean, if you want to know how dumb fans are, just look at the trades that fans propose. I mean, all of them are some variation of, oh, if we trade 9 of our garbage players, they're going to give us Shohei Ohtani, right? And then whether the competitive balance in the league, that's a league issue. I don't know if am I qualified? I mean, I've run a league, but it's a it's a Tetris league. So I don't know, I guess I can have an opinion, but 422 for Elias, 484 for Avgeek. Whoops with the 499 super chat. Thank you. Ask a complex question. Do it on super chat. So thank you, Whoops. Appreciate that. Character cheerfully blowing a party horn. I'm sure it looks great. Thank you for the sticker. Whoops. Appreciate it. But yeah, I guess I'm not one of these people that go, oh, other teams could spend more than my team. Oh man, like something should be done about this. Like, just don't root for that team, or stop caring about the sport or whatever. I don't think it's not fair, right? Avgeek 599 into 19. When am I going to nerf Alex T? Yeah, we should nerf Alex T, guys. It's not fair. We should nerf Dog in Masters. 563 for Elias, 614 for Avgeek. When the best players win, you know something ain't right, says Bendy. Bendy's everywhere. He's on YouTube, he's on Twitch, all over the place. 599 Elias, 649 for Avgeek. There's a Tetris Elias. And like, yeah, there are big market teams and there are small market teams, but the alternative is just to have only big market teams. I just don't see how. Of course, big markets are going to be able to spend more. Of course they are. Like, why would it be otherwise? And then you got to outthink them, get smarter than them. Intelligence can outsmart big dumb money, So if you're a small market team, they got to hire, smart people, like the Moneyball people. Now, they didn't really win too many championships, but they were competitive a lot and put a good product on the field for a while with intelligence. $805 for Avgeek, 802 for Elias. Yeah, maybe they should use the Tigers should use Chat GPT to try to outsmart the Dodgers and the Yankees and all that, right? Just get on Chat GPT, AI. What trade should we make? Is no cap on next month on again? Yeah, no cap next month. It's going to be no cap, but with the crash enabled. So you can say that's no cap, but it's no artificial cap. It's just the natural cap from the game. So we're going to play with that. So we are very, very close. Avgeek gets a Tetris 996, 955 for Elias. There's a long bar. He's got two more Tetrises available if he can get them. Avgeek is going to get one. That's an A32. Elias gets a long bar down, and can he get any more points? No, and that is going to be double max out, double 29, but Avgeek is going to get it. So both players taking it to the house and maxing out So yeah, what can you do? Elias was, trying to get those two, and it just wasn't going to happen. Just piecewise. Avgeek says the triple saved me. See, triple sometimes good, right? If you can if you have to burn, if you know you're going to take them, and you can get them by triples instead of singles and doubles. But man, wow, what a game! So Avgeek ties it up. 208B4C, 208B4C. So we might get some crash avoidance. I mean, realistically, what's going to happen is, they'll pass like couple crash triggers, right? What did Hydrant Dude say? You got to get like all singles for the first 2 or 3 levels, and then no singles for the next few levels. Is that what it is? So it could happen. It could happen. Or is it the other way around? Whatever it is, it could happen. I'm going to have to bone up on those crash triggers, though, so I can say words properly. Realistically, nobody's getting to crash. I mean, I think it will. 208B4C. Why? Oh, Avgeek is not on C, that's why. And not ready, so it doesn't matter. B4C. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3. Elias and Avgeek. There you go. I can say words. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, so the World Series is starting. Oh my God, who's winning? Who's winning? See, neither player's starting out with the way I open. So I must be doing something wrong. Any kind of O's and L's or O's and J's openers, I start a totally different way than both of those players. So they must have it right. Like if it's OL, I do O12 and then L789, right? No, is that not right? I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. I'm gonna top out anyway. Openers don't matter? I mean, they matter a little. I mean, why not have everything possible going in your favor? So, I mean, openers do matter. Maybe not a lot, but... All right, I'm gonna have to ask Tet GPT or Stack GPT. You've decided to study openers. You're doing it. You're great. Wow, great job on. Congratulations on trying to study openers. You're amazing. Oh, thanks, Stack GPT. All right, skimming a Tetris for Elias, 234, 182 for Avgeek. She's going to Tetris 205. I think we will reach the crash. May not happen until, the top 8, top 4, finals, whatever, but I think we'll get some crash. Would that be the first game crash in competition? There's only still 8, 10 game crashers, whatever. So they can't have done it in competition, right? Crash will happen, no doubt about it, says Rat-tailed Jaguar. I mean, I hope we get a new Game Crasher. All right, Avgeek up high. That triple will help. That single will help. And all right, Avgeek, well on our way to clearing this out. Uncovers the right side well, 268. Long bar engaged, as Tetris, as Kingsman would say. And 3-2-1 Tetris. There you go, boom. Who's the highest ranked player without a crash? Oh, like on Premier Poll? Let's look. Dog, Alex D, Blue Scooty, Andy, Meme, Tristop, Eyeball. Eyeball is number 7, has not crashed. Neko has not crashed. Knight and Cole. So 7, 8, 9, 10 have not crashed. Fractal has. Then Dangler has not, and Miles has. So, yeah. Eyeball, Neko, Knight, Cole. $506 Elias, $412 for Avgeek. Oh man. $552 for Elias, working on a potential 600K transition, but I would love an S or a T here, and it's just not coming. Long bar in for a triple for Elias, so we'll see if he tries to stack for a dirty here. And he is set up for it. Has to take the burn, or opts to anyway. And it will not be a 600K transition. Avgeek is in at 512. Elias was in at 566. There is a dirty, I think, for Elias, and a non-dirty for Avgeek. Also, Vandy, have you tried Vandy's chips? I think I saw those at a specialty food store. Anime Avatar has super chatted $5. Thank you, Anime Avatar. Thank you, CTM. Who's your pick to win the World Series? I'm going to say Toronto, not just because I'm rooting for Toronto, but people are, I don't know, people are like way too, they're glazing the Dodgers way too much right now. And this is tough downstack here for Elias. Can he survive this? I'll answer you more fully once we resolve this situation here. Elias is, that is going to be a top out for Elias, 643. Maybe some questionable taps, we'll see, but it's all right. Doesn't matter because Avgeek is good. But all right, Avgeek, you are going to go up 2-1. So anyway, bro, I topped out. Let me live. We will. Yeah, but anyway, I'm picking Toronto. I think, first of all, Toronto had a slightly better record. Toronto is the home team and has a huge home field advantage, like in terms of their record at home. And the Dodgers bullpen is trash right now, especially since that one player had to go home. And And yeah, I don't know. I think the Dodgers team is a little old. They're good. They've got experience, so that's good. But the Blue Jays, are hungry for it, right? They're very hungry. So I don't know. I think home field advantage, better record, really strong home field advantage, home record. I think I'm going Blue Jays. I do. I honestly think I would pick Blue Jays. Certainly, they've got to be there's got to be value in betting Blue Jays. I think they're undervalued a little bit. 9AD832. All right, looks like both players are ready. It's game 4. 3-2-1 Tetris. So I hope that is a suitable and satisfactory answer to your question. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Anime Avatar. Appreciate it. I mean, I don't really have a strong rooting interest. I don't really care who wins. Like, I think it's fun if a team who hasn't won in a while wins. That's great. But I also think dynasties are good for the sport. I mean, for like every sport, it's good to have dynasties. Like, people always go about sports, right? Oh, remember those Dolphin teams of the early 70s, or the whatever it's called, Iron Curtain or Steel Curtain or whatever. Remember those teams of the Steelers in the 70s? Those Patriots teams, we'll never see anything like that again. Or, wow, those Yankees were so dominant. Nobody goes like, hey, remember that time when for like 15 years in a row, like, different team won the World Series? Yeah, that was great. No, like, people remember the dynasties. So I don't know. I think dynasties are good, actually. I think success for a team is good, actually. Like, why root against a team just because they're successful? That is a peeve of mine. I don't like when people say, "Oh, they've won too much. I hate them." Like, success is good, actually. Like, maybe you can say I'm not rooting for them, but to hate them is silly. Hana says 2023 Tetris was cool. Okay, all right, counter example. 2023 was cool in CTM because we got like 11 different winners across 12 events. Okay, I'll grant you, but yeah, it's exciting to have a run of dominance, Would it have been better for CTWC if Jonas was just among like one of, 7 different winners in the early days? No. In fact, Classic Tetris as an esport might not even exist if that had happened, right? $232 for Elias, $231 for Avgeek. You think the eras where a bunch of different teams are winning is the best? I mean, maybe. I mean, it's fun to have, the White Sox finally got theirs, and the Cubs got theirs, and the Red Sox got theirs, and expansion team. Wow, the Marlins won one. Holy mackerel! It's fun. It's good, but I don't know. People generally don't go, oh yeah, remember that time all those teams won? And you're like, oh, name some of the teams. And they're like, you name one or two. $308 for Elias, $370 for Avgeek. Tetris Elias, $353, $392 for Avgeek. Avgeek looking to clinch it in this game. So Elias has got to win to force a decider. I mean, that said, there are definitely a handful of players who have put their time in, who have what it takes and just haven't gotten there yet to like in CTM, and it would be fun to see them, win. I mean, you know the kind of players I'm talking about. It would be fun to see them win, but it's also fun to see a run of dominance and say, oh, I was part of that. I remember that. That was insane. We'll never see anything like it again until, you see stuff like it again. But I don't know. I think it's fun to be part of that too. 466 Avgeek, 468 for Elias. Like, would it have been better for basketball if the Bulls didn't have those, 2 3-peats or whatever? I don't think so. Tetris Elias, 536, 537 Elias. I mean, it sucks if you're on one of the teams they beat, right? You don't like that. You want your team to win. I get it. $540 Elias, $539 Avgeek. But yeah, to me, it's annoying when people hate teams just because they are successful. Like the Yankees. Like, I don't hate the Yankees. Hats off to the Yankees. They did a great job. Of course, they haven't done it since 2009. Oh, Avgeek in trouble. Oh, no, that's going to be a top out. Avgeek, and they are tied. And Elias, they were actually tied when Avgeek topped out. And Elias, it was not obvious that Elias was going to get those points. So that could have been very, very interesting. But Elias is going to tie it up, and we're going to head to a decider. All right, players, take a moment if you need it. Now, there are perfectly legitimate reasons to hate a team. Like, if you hate the Astros, from the late 2010s, I can't blame you. They were cheating. And the players associated that. Some of them were ringleaders, some of them went along with it. And if you dislike those players and that's for cause, but just for winning, like, everybody in sports wants to win as much as possible. So you can't hate people who actually do it. That's why, I'm a Red Sox fan, I'm glad that they're starting to sort of wake up a little bit and start to have a little success, but I don't like the fact that Alex Cora is a manager. I don't like it. I'd prefer that he weren't. Just because of his involvement in that, central figure, basically. I don't like it. It makes our organization look bad. Not our, I'm not part of it, but, my team. All right, both players are ready. It's decider time. Better wake up, Elias, because you are about to play a deciding game number 5 in 3-2-1 Tetris. So the winner of this one single solitary game will move on to the top 8 of this tournament and will eventually play against Bendy. This will be the second of our top 8 spots to be determined. The Vitz is filled in by Avgeek, but I'm just going to have to take a few burns here. These two players have played against each other in Das Champions League, Avgeek took that. That was last year 4-2, so it must have been a best of 7. And then, Elias took that one. And then in Das Masters, this would have been in March of 25. Avgeek took a decider in that one. Best of 6? Oh, best of 6. Das Champions League had ties. I mean, come on, guys. Ties? What is the point? I watch sports to see people win and lose, not to just start in the same position that they started in. You know, we're trying to advance something here, not be like, oh, yeah, like neither of them won or lost. Oh, so why did they even play in the first place? You know, it's the same as if they hadn't played. Everything there was just boxing wanting to get to be football. There's one thing to be inspired by another sport and get ideas and things, but it doesn't mean you have to copy every element. To end in the same position they started in. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, error. Sorry, error. I was wrong on the internet. I'm sure you don't know what that's like. 215 for Avgeek, 254 for Elias. But yeah, that's not. I mean, sports is about, seeing people succeed. It's about the agony of defeat, the thrill of victory. And when you just allow ties, like easy ties. Now, of course, granted, there can be some ties happen in other sports, but they're not easy to get. They're rare. And it takes you've got to play 7 periods extra, and then finally we just give up because everyone's too tired. Okay, that's fine. We all got to go home. But just ties that you can get easily, it goes against all sports logic, in my opinion. And the point of sports. $355 for Avgeek, $418 for Elias. 5 lines apart, though. Elias ahead 5 lines. Hana says, I traveled to a whole different country to not definitively win or lose. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Isn't the point of sports the exercise? I mean, do you think, Lionel Messi played to get exercise? No, he's playing so he could have that, thrill of victory. Hard to get that feeling in any other way. And as a fan, you get to vicariously enjoy it and take part in it on some level. But he didn't say, I'm going to get some exercise. I'll start playing soccer. $397 for Avgeek, $514 for Elias. So very interesting match developing here. 100,000 point lead for Elias. We're approaching level 19. Elias setting up, getting squares. These squares are kind of a yucky thing to get right before the transition. It gets that over. All right, Elias trying to open this up. Does open it up, gets a Tetris down, 555. Avgeek with a sub 500 transition. Tetris for Elias, 610, 465 for Avgeek. Like 140,000 point lead, something like that. Elias uncovers a little holes there, piling high on the right side, but now has a good line to get to all these kind of cleared out. And he is now clean, drilled back down to the bottom. Avgeek is to 543. He's cut into that lead a little bit, Avgeek has. Oh no, Elias in trouble. And that is going to be a top out for Elias at 631. So the chase down target for Avgeek, 632. She makes it. She's into the top 8. Otherwise, it'll be Elias. Tetris is on 24. We're 30,000. That left side is tough. For Avgeek's going to chop it out with L piece here. All right, very dependent board here, so it's going to, it's going to be tough. Getting a little bit high. Square gets to the left. She's still chopping. A bar to the right would be great for her right now. All right, she's still chopping it down. Oh, that J to the right. So hard. And that is going to be a top out for Avgeek. She is not going to be able to complete the chase down. That means Elias is going to survive and make it to the top 8. But an epic try by Avgeek. That was not an easy cleanup, down stack, whatever. And she really did the best that you could really possibly do in a situation like that. So GG's Avgeek. That is very, very tough. And, chase down nerve still a thing in 2025. So Elias, you are moving on to the round of 8 to face Bendy. So congratulations to you, and GG's to Avgeek. You had a really, really good run. Started in round 1. You won 3 matches to get into the top 16. Hopefully that's good enough to get a prize. If we get some more money in the prize pool, it will be. So congratulations on your run. Will the top 8 be all in one stream? I don't think so, Bendy. I think we're just going to go the way we do it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and report this. We'll show you the bracket. 3-2 decider is how it's going to go in. And I think this ties Elias's deepest run in a Das Masters event. Will there be a third place? Yeah, we could do a third place. We'll do that. You want to do a third place? We'll do it. We did it in Mega Masters, right? We'll do it in Mega Dasters too. All right, congratulations again, Elias. Good job. We'll go ahead and show you a bracket. We'll put it in front of your face. There it is. Elias, Avgeek, yes. And then we go to the round of 8. And is it filled in? And it's not. And it's all gray. We can't carry the colors into this. Yeah, we'll do a third place. We'll do a third place. Yeah, we did it in Mega Masters. We'll do it in Mega Dasters. Why not? All right, Bendy will be taking Elias. Those are the first 2 players into our top 8. We can do it anytime, like whenever you guys want. It's fine. Or we can wait to schedule with the other one. But if you guys, have limitations, we can also do that. So let your scheduler know. Okay? All right. Thanks everybody who contributed this stream. Do it right now? Not right now. Not right now. Thank you. YouTube follower, thank you. Anime Avatar with the super chat. Switch Raid, Deep Shock, appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, J in the window, Kane, Attack, Corporal Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim, Emerald, Potato, Kaka, Java, DJ, Sunny Jr., everybody on the slide, everybody not on the slide. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge. Please do it. Please. I'm begging. Please. I'm e-begging now. Thank you. Also, prize pool still at $2,680.70. So thanks everybody who's contributed so far. It's going to go up, I'm sure. That is it. Okay, take care, YouTube. We will see you tomorrow. A lot of Tetris to be played. Check your local listings. I'll start adding the stream anchors, or I don't know what they're called, on YouTube soon. All right, take care. Thanks again, Whoops. Also Whoops. Thank you for your sticker as well. Appreciate it. All right, take care, everybody. Go Blue Jays. Have a great day. Twitch, raid you off somewhere. I guess we can do that.